Hi, I'm Lily. I'm 24 years old, and I've always been passionate about trying new hobbies. Today, I'm excited to share my latest adventure, pottery. It's something I've always wanted to try, and this weekend, I finally signed up for a class. It feels like a fresh, creative challenge, and I can't wait to get my hands dirty. When I arrived at the pottery studio, I was greeted by the smell of clay and the sound of spinning wheels. It felt like stepping into a new world, one filled with endless creative possibilities. I was both nervous and excited, but I knew this was going to be an unforgettable experience. Inside the studio, the instructor showed us how to prepare the clay. I watched carefully as she demonstrated the process. Then, it was my turn. I placed the clay on the wheel, my hands trembling a little as I pushed the pedal to make it spin. The clay felt cool and smooth under my fingers, and I started to feel more confident. After a while, my pot was ready for the finishing touches. I smoothed out the edges and added a little pattern to the rim. It wasn't perfect, but it was mine. The instructor gave me a nod of approval, and I felt a wave of satisfaction. I had done it. I had created something with my own hands. After that first class, I was hooked. I decided to take it a step further by buying my own basic pottery tools. I got a beginner's kit with a few carving tools, a sponge, and some clay to work with at home. I even cleared out a small corner of my room to turn it into my own little pottery space. It was exciting to have everything I needed to create more of my own designs. One afternoon, I decided to experiment with making vases. I had always loved the idea of handmade vases filled with fresh flowers, and I wanted to make something I could use in my home. I spent hours molding the clay, focusing on getting the shape just right. I learned how to smooth out the edges and carve delicate patterns along the sides. Once I was happy with the vases I made, it was time to glaze and fire them. I chose soft pastel colors for the glaze, pale blue, mint green, and blush pink. I applied the glaze carefully, making sure it coated every surface evenly. When my finished vases came out of the kiln, I was beyond happy with how they turned out. They had a glossy finish, and the colors were exactly as I imagined. I placed them on my windowsill, filled with fresh flowers. Every time I walk past them, I feel proud of what I created. Pottery is now a permanent part of my life, and I can't wait to see what I'll make next.